Hello friends. I had a little accident yesterday. I came down the steps over here, I'll show you in a minute, and I put my foot down at an angle, and as I did so, my foot just went sideways and I heard a crack. The most excruciating pain. I hadn't felt a pain like that since I broke 3 ribs back in Italy. I knew it right away that I broke something because I mean it was loud. It was like a loud crack and you could hear the bone breaking. So fortunately I'm able to stand on it and walk on it. I have to be careful though with twisting, and I have a wrap around it. I've been icing it all night last night. And so I kept ice on it, I kept it elevated, and I looked it up online, and it is the lateral side. I forget now the technical name, but I looked it up and it should heal. It takes about 6 weeks for it to heal. I came down the steps and I put my foot down like this, and it just, I don't want to do it, but it just went at an angle, and you can see that there's a step there. So it's one of those things that timing couldn't have been more perfect, right? Because I'm being sarcastic right now with everything that's going on. The last thing I needed is to break a bone, and particularly my foot, because I need to do a lot of lifting around here, and I have a lot of work ahead of me. And unfortunately it involves lifting pretty heavy weights, and we just picked up a roll of fence yesterday. It's got to be like 200 pounds. It's 330 feet of fence that we bought in a roll. So it's all right, you know, I'm tough. And no, I don't need a doctor because I know exactly what it is. I know, you know, I'm standing, I can walk. It's a little uncomfortable. I can definitely feel there's something there. And the swelling is, I have a bruise that's forming. It's about 4 or 5 inches all the way around the side of the foot. And it's like a bright red now. And by tomorrow or by tonight, it'll be black, I'm sure. Black and blue. So that's that story. Now, getting back to the projects, I'm going to be fixing our front door, because our front door has glass, has a jalousie glass on it, and since we moved in, we've never done anything with the front door, and I want to secure our home as much as possible, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, the front door has all of this jalousie glass. It's missing a piece of the bottom, it's missing a piece of the top, and then here, like, I can literally lift this with my hands and reach in and open the handles and unlock it very easily, because I mean the gaps are huge. I have to secure this, and I have to do it right now. So we bought 3/4 inch plywood yesterday and some other trim, and we're going to be replacing the glass with wood. And so I'm going to get my nailer out, my circular saw, and we'll get started. Stay tuned. There's a metal frame that holds this entire glass unit, and there are some screws that are like a flathead right here, and there's like 3 on each side. One in the middle, one at the top, one at the bottom. So I'm going to unscrew those, and then hopefully this entire frame here should come out. And I'm actually going to take the glass out first and then take the frame out all in one piece. We were looking at doors yesterday at the Lowe's, and the less expensive doors were all on back order, out of stock, as usual. The next step up, we're looking at $300 plus for a door, for an exterior door. This is going to be the cheapest way to do it. The frame of the door is solid. I mean, it's solid wood, it's very thick. And this is the original door from 1961 when they built the house. Just want to see, I'm going to take one screw and I want to take the glass out, but I wanted to see that's the length of the screws right there. So they're not too long. There's like a little lip on either side of this jealousy glass. And what I do is I just gently pull back on it with my fingers, and that allows to slide the glass out pretty easily. I love it too, baby. Pink's out there feeding the animals this morning. It's Sunday, so she's able to help a little bit. Fortunately, because with this ankle, I'm gonna need some help lifting things. This has been something that's long overdue. I've been wanting to do this since we moved in. I mean, we really had no security here because it's very easy to break into, as you can see. It wouldn't take a genius to break into this house. Right now, for the next several days, possibly weeks, our focus is going to be securing our home, putting additional fencing around the perimeter. That is my priority right now. So all of the glass is out, and now I'm going to take this frame out. Hopefully it'll come out easy. The one side was easy, this one not so much. Whew. Oh my, I'm sweating already. Okay. Yeah, this side is much harder than this side. So, see, okay, it'll come off once I get the screws off, but I can't get the screws off. Got this one. And they got them in at an angle. They're all like at an angle. They're not even straight, which makes it even harder. They're coming slowly, but they're coming. It wouldn't have been this bad if they would have put them in straight. But they're like this, at an angle. Every single one of them. Let's go cut the plywood. Cut the plywood for the door, I'm going to rip additional plywood in 1/2-inch strips because I need a 1/2 inch on both sides. The opening of the door is 1 3/4 inches and the plywood is 3/4 inches. So I'm going to rip 1/2 inch and so that I can add a 1/2 inch strip of plywood on both sides of the panel, and that will give me the thickness that I need. So I'll cut the long strips first and then I'll cut the short strips.
Okay, so I collected us breakfast. I'll make us some.
All right, you collected us breakfast?
I collected us breakfast.
6 eggs?
6 eggs,
That's
yeah.
nice.
So I'm gonna go make us some brunch. Our years together of raising chickens and raising roosters, if you were to look at these eggs, which one would you think contained a rooster?
The pointy ones?
Yep, the pointy ones. Remember we did the experiment in Italy?
Yeah.
We're becoming like pretty good farmers for city folk.
Yeah. Not bad for city's liquors, huh? One more. And then 4 short. If I lay them sideways, it'll give me exactly 1 3/4 inches, which is what I need. Windy, huh?
Yeah.
Windy day.
Really windy. Got 4 more eggs.
Good.
And one of them is a pointy egg.
Cool.
Yeah. This is most eggs we've gotten. 10 eggs in one day so far.
10 eggs.
10 eggs today.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
We'll have a couple of dozen in no time.
Yeah. Definitely by the end of the month we'll be getting 18 eggs a day.
Think we could try and set this in place? I'm going to nail it into the sides here so it'll secure it to the frame of the door, and then I'm going to put a board both sides, nail it into the frame and into the new door here, and it's going to go all the way around, and this should be pretty solid after that. So guys, the door is finished. I caulked it, and then I'm gonna let it cure overnight, and then tomorrow I'm going to be painting it with the white exterior paint. Let me show you in detail what I did. I ended up putting another piece of trim on the inside all the way around, like you see, so you don't see the two pieces joining together, and also this ties it all together and makes it very, very strong. But $56 plus tax for this plywood, 3/4 inch. Sand it, pre-sand it. And this is from the back side. A couple of knots, I put them on the back side, but all of this will be painted so you won't see it. See? I caulked all along the edges, everywhere. So once this is painted, it will look very, very uniform. What do you think, guys? Looks all right? Pink likes it.
I love it. I love everything my sweet man does. But yes, I think it's great. It's absolutely great.
Very strong door.
Yep. Once we paint it, it's going to be so nice.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll paint it. I'm gonna let the caulking cure
Dry.
overnight, and then tomorrow we'll paint it.
Yeah, it's great.
And
Another
now
step, see?
we have a secure door.
Exactly. Another step. This is security.
Right.